Gen Z is the most complex generation, and people simply define our problems because of social media. When in fact, we suffered the same issues as every generation, but like a video game, social media technology is a multiplier to our problems. The human experience, the generational insecurity of not looking attractive enough is made worse because of social media. Self-worth is at an all-time low because of social media promoting the ultra successful. Job insecurity is exaggerated because of tech. Every insecurity we face has only gotten more extreme, and I'd say most of our insecurities aren't that important. A lot of it can be easily solved, but because we live in a generation where instant gratification is the priority over everything else, instead of losing the weight, working out to have a better self-image of the body, Gen Z will literally try to change and warp society's perception of beauty just to do less work. And because we're so shortcut accustomed, we put the effort onto everyone else. And the effort required to normally solve your insecurity is infinitely more difficult. I know this from firsthand because when I was trying to lose my weight, not only am I trying to work out, lose weight, gain muscle, and become a better version of myself, I equally have to appease all the lazy fucks and not make them feel offended because I'm trying to improve myself. It's a lot of fucking work they put on to the people who want to improve themselves the long way. And by the way, this is under the pretext that insecurity is bad. Spoiler alert, it's not. Recently, my girlfriend and I had an argument about boundaries in their relationship. I was seen as an insecure person as if that's a bad thing. And at the end of the conversation, she had a whole new perspective about insecurity. That's when I knew that this video is going to fucking bang. But more importantly, insecurity is the root of all desires. Literally, because being food insecure makes you more proactive to get food. Housing insecurity is when there is a deficiency in something, we seek to solve it. And what people don't understand is that once you solve your insecurity, another one appears, and it will never not appear. You will always be insecure. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the least important insecurity is fear of not becoming your best self. And then it slowly descends into insecurities that become more important. But very rarely would people ever need to be insecure about physiological and safety needs, because you're in a developed country. Yes, sometimes you struggle with having the money to buy your food, but realistically, you can solve it. You're not in Africa where you're trying to hunt for some food. And if you are, how are you watching this video? Why are you watching this video? Go get some fucking food for the family. Okay, but more importantly, insecure means not confident. And because a lot of people suffer in the middle zone where it's no longer physical and objective things like food and water, but intangible shit, like about your perspective on how your coworkers view your aura in the work environment, people lose their minds because we evolved to have an instinctual understanding limit on these two. But extremely privileged problems that we suffer from, honestly, we should be grateful for, because it's a privilege to be so insecure and struggle. Your biggest problem in life is that you don't feel pretty enough. Oh, this guy or girl doesn't like me enough. That's a blessing. So already in the context of being in a developed country, being insecure is a good thing, because all the real important problems and insecurities you should be having is already solved. And here's the biggest issue, is that we're delving into the territory of things that are no longer tangible, no longer physical, where we don't have a physical limit on. Instinctually, we do not know when something is enough. And I see this everywhere, where someone's life, their entire purpose is not something worth actually achieving. Instead, it is just an insecurity that they have never set a limit on. We know people who are constantly trying to seek the positive opinion of another person they don't even give a fuck about, status, seeking friendships from people, seeking money. Do you really need $10 billion? No, you do not. You have just not set a proper limit, and because you haven't set that limit, your entire life is spent chasing a problem that will never be enough unless you tell yourself that it is enough. And this is very tricky because this is where the stupid people that think they're smart comes in, and it's where I will set a limit so low that I will be satisfied with absolutely everything when you don't want to set a limit so low. Insecurity is a good thing for the second time because it's your base motivator. A person can be so insecure that they will chase money till the end of the earth. And a person can be so food insecure, they will chase food like their life depends on it, because it does. Chasing money and food can be attacked with the same ferocity if you're insecure about it enough. It just depends on the person. That's why people are more rich than you. That's why people are more attractive than you. That's why people have better friendships and love lives than you. It's because they're so insecure that it created the desire to want it enough to make it happen. And if you set a limit so low, you're disregarding who you are as a person. Because guess what? Some people are more insecure about certain things, and this is where people get lost and confused, where they don't know their identity when it's so obvious. It's given to you. It's whatever you're insecure about, because what you're insecure about is what you desire. And quench that thirst. Be so insecure that it motivates you to accomplish whatever you would want to do. Just realize that sometimes there is enough. Sometimes there is enough and where you should stop. But as of now, I guarantee you the majority of people watching this are not billionaires where having $10 billion is enough. So realistically, be insecure. And more importantly, be sure to not let people know about your insecurities, not because it ruins your character, even though people use it as an insult. It shouldn't be insulted because it's a good thing. Remember that. But last video was about manipulation, and I never really showed how good I am. A great manipulation tactic to make people do shit that you want is to spark or find their insecurity. Andrew Tate insults the viewer to create an insecurity that causes action to buy his course, or action to make videos hating on him, in turn promotes him to the people that are more insecure that will later then buy his course. Both sources of insecurity create action where in both scenarios he wins. I do that myself, humble brag, but obviously at a way lower level. And let's get serious here. This is not just Gen Z. This is literally every single generation. I put Gen Z in the title to get more views, but I'm a hater. Okay, fuck me. But here's the thing. People do not understand that being insecure is something you should be grateful for. It is something you should harness as a way to accomplish your goals. But because we're now in a society where it's instant gratification, we're stuck in this shortcut mindset where we're not willing to do the hard work. And when we're not willing to do the hard work, we set low limits on our insecurities. But as a result, we're less ambitious, meaning we will accomplish less. You want to be insecure. Now, the issue is, when do you set your limit? Where or how much is enough? That's up for you to decide. But realistically, that's not even a problem that should be of your concern until you're at that point where you should be thinking that. Now, when I was with my girlfriend, she asked me, Rambo, is it okay to dance with girls non-sexually? I said, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Okay, is it okay to dance with like gay guys non-sexually? No, it's not. Why? That's so insecure. There's like other dudes in relationships where they let them dance with gay guys. They even let their girlfriend kiss girls because it's not sexual. Well, here's the thing, girlfriend. I am insecure, and I'm actually extremely proud of it, because my insecurity is what makes me create a boundary and give myself expectations and standards on what I expect. Because genuinely, the people you talk about letting girls kiss their girlfriends, I think they're more insecure than me. But how? That makes no sense. They're so secure in their relationship, they'll let them kiss the other girls. Yeah, guess what? Some people are so secure in their relationship, they will go to the extent of letting their girlfriend fuck other dudes. Does that mean that's a good thing? No, I don't want that happening, and I'm completely okay with that. And here's the genuine truth, if we're speaking truthfully here. I think those people are more insecure than me. They're so insecure about themselves and the relationship that they feel and need to overcompensate, sparking action as a way to shield that insecurity because they do not have trust and belief in themselves. That is insecurity. Insecurity is what sparks action, and a lot of people try to pretend and play this role of, I'm not insecure, I have no insecurities, but you want to be insecure. People struggle with the idea of identity and learning who they are as a person. But if you remove insecurity, that it removes your individuality, because genetically, your DNA, you have preferences, you're inclined towards certain things, and your insecurities are exactly the same. If you try to bury that part of you, then you will just be like everyone else, trying and pretending that they have no insecurities. Yeah, not insecure at all about anything, but that is what leads you towards your purpose, your path, what you're inclined towards. God, I cooked in this video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, check out my second channel video, and check out the manipulation video all about Gen Z. Toodly-doo.